In the quiet coastal city of Riverview, where the ocean breeze swept through narrow streets and old brick buildings, a story unfolded that no one would ever forget. It was the story of Ethan Cole and his loyal dog, Hunter. It began on a cold winter evening. Ethan, a man in his early 30s, walked down the darkened streets of Riverview with Hunter trotting at his side. Hunter was a striking golden Labrador with soulful brown eyes and a boundless heart. Ethan had rescued him as a stray puppy from the harbor docks, and from that day forward, they were inseparable. Life hadn't been kind to Ethan. He grew up in poverty, scraping by with whatever jobs he could find. When his younger brother fell ill, Ethan did everything in his power to provide. But one night, in desperation, he was caught up in a robbery gone wrong. Though Ethan swore he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, he was found at the scene, arrested, and sentenced. The court cared little for his pleas. When the prison van took him away, Hunter ran behind it, barking frantically until the gates of Riverview Penitentiary slammed shut. Guards tried to chase him off, but Hunter refused to leave. He lay just outside the gates, waiting. Days turned to weeks, weeks into months. Rain soaked his fur, snow blanketed him in white, the summer sun beat down, but Hunter remained. Prison guards who once ignored him began to take notice. Some sneaked him scraps of food, others set out bowls of water. Local townsfolk, touched by his devotion, brought blankets and treats. But no one could convince Hunter to leave his post. Inside the prison walls, Ethan heard whispers of his dog's vigil. It broke his heart, yet it also gave him hope. He imagined Hunter lying just outside, eyes fixed on the gates, believing with all his being that one day his master would return. Ethan swore to himself that if he ever walked free again, he would spend every remaining moment by his dog's side. Years passed. 5 years. 10. Hunter grew older, his golden fur fading, his steps slower. Yet he remained at the prison gates, a living monument of loyalty. Children who once fed him grew into adults, telling the next generation the story of the dog who never gave up. Then, after 15 long years, everything changed. Evidence emerged proving Ethan's innocence. Witnesses recanted, and hidden files revealed the truth: Ethan had been framed. The courts overturned his conviction, and the day of his release finally came. As the iron gates of Riverview Penitentiary opened, Ethan stepped out, blinking in the sunlight. His heart pounded as his eyes scanned the horizon, and there he was. Hunter. Old, frail, his muzzle gray, but still waiting. Still there. Hunter. Ethan cried, his voice cracking with years of pent-up longing. The Labrador's ears twitched. Slowly, he raised his head, and with a burst of strength no one thought he still possessed, he staggered forward. His legs wobbled, but his heart carried him. Ethan dropped to his knees, and Hunter collapsed into his arms, whining with joy, licking his master's face. Tears streamed down Ethan's cheeks as he held the dog that had waited half a lifetime for him. The guards, the warden, the townspeople, all stood in silence, moved beyond words. News of the reunion spread far and wide. Headlines read, "Faithful dog waits 15 years outside Riverview Prison for owner." Hunter became a global symbol of loyalty, his story inspiring millions. Ethan knew their time together was limited. He built a small home near the coast, where the waves could be heard crashing gently at night. Every day, he took Hunter on walks, played with him, and sat by his side under the stars. One golden evening, as the sun dipped low, Hunter rested his head on Ethan's lap. His breathing grew shallow, his tail gave one last wag, and with his master's hand stroking his fur, he slipped away peacefully. Ethan wept, but his heart was full. Hunter had kept his promise to wait. For the rest of his life, Ethan honored Hunter's memory. He founded a shelter for abandoned dogs in Riverview, saving countless lives in his best friend's name. And whenever he told the story of Hunter, people felt the truth deep in their souls. That sometimes, love is measured not in years lived together, but in years waited apart. And Hunter's love had been enough to change history.